going to discuss the lesson 3, which is the genetically modified organisms or the GMOs for health, politics, and science. I am Michael Angelo Italipan from BN3.
I am Junior L. Sridano from BN3.
I am Rodeline Atis from BN3.
I am Christine Salva from BN3.
I'm Jana Fernanda Igor from BSF Filipino 3.
I am Janine Bueno from BSF Filipino 3.
And I am Olivia Picantila from BSF Filipino 3.
And I am Isimiti Manda from BSF Filipino 3.
And I am Alberto Nero from BSF Filipino.
This slide summarizes what GMOs are, why they matter. GMOs are created in laboratories by alternating genes, sometimes transferring genes from one another organisms. One real example in the Philippines is the BT corn, tested by Rosalie Elasus, which produced much higher yield without insecticides. Other examples include antibiotics resistant, E. coli in 1973, and generally modified mosquitoes to control Zika virus. Despite these innovations, GMOs face ethical, social, and environmental concerns. Overall, GMOs influence farming, health, environment, and politics, but also bring controversies which we must consider.
So now, we will be talking about GMO. So GMO means genetically modified organism. So World Health Organization defined GMO as any living things, such as plants, animals, or tiny organisms whose genes have been changed. So these changes do not happen naturally. So through genetic engineering, scientists take genes to give organisms new traits. So for example, the process of a plant. So first, the scientists take a DNA from bacteria or another organism, and then they extract and design a gene they want to add to the plant. And then the new DNA is put inside the plant cell through the process called transformation. So next is those modified cells are placed in a tissue culture so they can grow into small plants. And then lastly, the new plants with the added genes can grow normally. And it can be bred to produce more GMO plants. Genetically modified organisms were created to develop technology and also to make life easier for people, especially in agriculture and in medicine.
Now let's proceed to the important role of genetically modified organisms. So GMOs play important roles in food and agriculture. Some plants are made pest resistant like BT corn or virus resistant like rainbow papaya. Others tolerate herbicides such as Roundup Ready soybeans or are fortified with nutrients like golden rice. GMOs can also resist browning as Antarctic apples or grow faster like Aqua Advantage salmon. These modifications help improve productivity, nutrition, and food quality.
So GMOs are not just food. They are also used in flowers, paper, medicine, and environmental cleanup. Fluorosis have modified colors and contour-based light, while poplar trees are engineered for easier paper production. Periwinkle plants produce more less than a drug for cancer treatment. Some plants, like genetically modified shrub tobacco, can remove heavy metals from polluted soils. This example shows the versatility of GMOs beyond food.
GMOs provide many benefits. They increase farming efficiency, reduce pesticide and herbicide use, and boost harvest. GMO seeds ensure better crop quality, easier food processes, and longer shelf life. Some crops are fortified with nutrients like golden rice with vitamin A and edible vaccine are being developed. Globally, GMO crops are grown over 400 million acres, with the USA, Brazil, Argentina, India, and Canada as top producers. Common GMO foods include corn, papaya, soybean, and products like corn flakes and granola bars. Research is also ongoing on GMO animals like pasture-growing salmon and disease-resistant chicken.
So now on, let's proceed to the potential environmental risks caused by GMOs. It may pose environmental risks. Modified genes can spread to wild plants, soil microbes, organic bacteria, and crop resistance to pesticides or herbicides may lead to super weeds or secondary pests. This is also a risk that modified genes will combine with viruses or bacteria, potentially creating new pathogens. Direct environmental risks include ecosystem disruptions, unexpected behaviors or GMOs, and persistence of modified genes. And directly, GMOs may change farming practices, affect biodiversities, and interact unpredictable with natural environment. This risk highlights the importance of careful regulations and monitoring.
Now let's proceed to the potential human health risk caused by GMOs. GMOs may pose risk to human health. They can alter gut microbiota, produce toxins, or trigger allergies. Gene transfer and mutation may have unforeseen consequences. Ethical concerns like cloning or gene therapy also arise. Globally, people campaign for GMO labeling and caution. And in the Philippines, the Supreme Court banned BT eggplant. The main public debate focuses on GMOs being unnatural, with many unknown long-term effects. These issues remind us that while GMOs offer benefits, caution and regulation are essential. Now let's tackle the biosafety on GMOs. Biosafety ensures that GMOs do not pose risk to humans or the environment. The Codex Alimentarius developed by FAO and WHO sets international guidelines for food safety and requires pre-market assessment of GM foods. The Cartagena Protocol regulates the movement of GMOs across borders, requiring importers to get consent from importing countries. Trade agreements also require labeling so consumers can choose GM or non-GM products. The WHO confirmed that all GM products in the market undergo national safety assessment for health and environmental risks.
And now let's tackle about the GMOs in Philippine context. In the Philippines, GMOs have sparked both adoption and controversy. The NCPP was established in 1990 to oversee biosafety, and the first commercial GM corn planting was approved in 2002, making the Philippines the first in Asia. Over 70 GMO applications have been approved since then. The country joined the Cartagena Protocol in 2006, and the National Biosafety Framework was created. Organic farming initiatives in some provinces and cities have banned GMOs, which attempts at mandatory labeling have not yet passed. In 2015, the Supreme Court stopped failed testing of BT eggplant, highlighting ongoing debates over GMOs and biosafety in the country.
To summarize, in the Philippines, propagation of GMOs like BT eggplant was temporarily stopped after Supreme Court ruling in 2025. In 2026, 5 government agencies issue a joint circular to regulate weighing for new permits. Overall, genetic engineering is an emerging science that aims to preserve and improve life. Thousands of GMOs have been developed over past 4 decades. While many GMOs show benefits in agriculture, medicine, and nutrition, concerns remain about ethics, long-term health, and environmental effects. GMOs continue to debate, reflecting the balance between human innovation and the moral responsibility of science.